Okay, so my presentation is about ethical market economy. It's Global Challenge 7. This is my outline. First, I'd like to introduce the background of the GC7 and also the key concepts. And the case study one is about the African hunting, and case study two is about China's development aid for developing countries. And last, I will introduce the discussion questions. The background is nowadays the concentration of wealth is increasing. For example, the wealth of just 8 billionaires equals that of 3 billion people. I mean, 8 people have 3 million people's money. And income gaps is increasing in, although the income gaps between rich and poor in the country, in one country, are the income gaps between the rich and poor individuals are widening, but the gap between each nations is expected to narrow. And this is one example of the GC7's background, Africa. Since the late 1990s, African countries experienced sustained economic growth of about 5% annually. However, the current per capita income levels remain low due to the population growth and high income gaps, and also those reasons: increasing food prices, gender inequality, weak infrastructure, high indirect costs. High indirect costs means companies promote their production or goods and to sell the market, and they need to 仲介する。That is a high indirect cost. The cost is very high compared with other countries. And also corruption, conflicts, poor governance, poor health condition, and lack of education. So Africa has lots of problems of ethical market economy. And background two is Asia. Asia's economy is catching up the EU or NAFTA nowadays, although China brought more people out of extreme poverty than any other countries. Also, China is reducing its extreme poverty rate from 84% to 12%. However, there are still 80.8 million people are living in extreme poverty. And also, India has 26% of world's extremely poor. It means people who live in under $1.9 per day. Next, the background three, Latin America. Latin America is one of the highly unequal society. even though the region's middle class has grown 50% over the past decade, and the richest 10% receiving 48% of total income, compared with poorest 10% receiving only 1.8%. So the Latin America need to have economic, social, and political integration. Yes, this is the key concept. How can ethical market economies be encouraged to help reduce the gap between rich and poor? So the main topic is to reduce the gap. And also this is a key concept, equality versus equity. The equality means like this picture, this left side picture, to give the people the same opportunity, same treatment, and the same support. As you can see, this young boy cannot see the game. On the other hand, equity means giving more support, or more support to those who need it. As you can see, this young boy can get 2 bucks to see the game. And ethical market economy means equity. So this is the case study 1, hunting in Africa. In Africa, they have a Republic of Namibia. It locates in Southern Africa, and they have a hunting tour that is 2-week tour, and the purpose of the hunting tour is to shoot the elephants just for enjoy the hunting. And people, if people join the tour, they have to pay $88,000. So it's really high. It's really expensive, and even though it costs really expensive, 80,000 people visit there and enjoy the hunting, and it makes 48 billion income to the Republic of Namibia. So this hunting tour promote huge benefits to people living in Republic of Namibia. However, 60% of large animals like elephants, lions, something like large animals disappeared in Africa from 1970 to 2005. So the Africa used to be the unlimited natural resources because they have lots of species, unique animals, beautiful nature. But however, those hunting, that they faces now endangered species. There is a question, who can get the benefit, like 48 billion? And the answer is 2. One is it went to the national finance. If the government and hunter is connecting directly, the government can the profit to the national finance. However, the government allow people to hunting the elephants regardless the number of animal, because they just want to make money. And the other way, the other thing is corruption. and politician. So politician can get the benefit illegally. That is the ethical problem. And case study 2 is China's aid. And recently, China helps African countries by to because Africa has a weak infrastructure. So China once conducted the railway construction of Republic of Kenya. And the problem is it costed 3 times higher than usual. So and second, employment. So Chinese government employed Chinese people. So it cannot expand the opportunity of employment for local people. And also those Chinese employees didn't follow the rule or law of local Kenya's law or rule. So it's also a ethical problem. There is examples of reasons of aid. The reasons why advanced countries help the developing countries. The first one is duty. It's a duty to help poor people. And second is responsibility. Advanced countries made developing countries poverty in the past, like colony. And third one is profit. To make a profit by introducing own products like China, and to make sure that ethical market to reduce that gap, we need to do the support by duty and responsibility, not for pursue the profit. So there is a discussion question. What kind of goods do you buy for ethical market economy? For example, to buy fair trade goods, or to buy the foods that is promoted, that is made in their region. I mean, in Japanese, sancho, something like that.
Once I bought, sorry, I forgot, ethical and the tea bag of
which country?
In India. Maybe fair trade goods of Indian tea in 無印良品. Crazy.
One of my friends did this fair trade with some country, I forgot which country, and she made a milk tea. She made milk teas out of it, and then she was selling them in Shimokitazawa. So yeah, I went there and bought some, but it was good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You.
Ah, there is reference.
My reference. Thank you.